Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Lethe, Episode 1. Lethe is a horror-adventure game developed by Cuckoo Studios and published by Faber Interactive. It is an indie game and described on Steam by many as a spiritual successor to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. At least in the style of the atmosphere and the general, well, scariness of the game. I, for those of you that don't know, do not do horror games well. I get terrified way too easily. But it is entertaining to some, I presume, so I'll make a mini-series on Lethe, starting with this episode. How long it goes and how well it... well, basically it depends on how well it does and how interested you guys are to see more of this, but before we actually begin the game, let me just say that I will be fully immersing myself into the character of, well, whoever we're playing as, and I have turned off the lights in the room, I've put on my headphones, and I am ready to be terrified, and, well, there's going to be a lot of screaming and running away. Let's begin. No voice acting? Okay. Allow me, then. My name is Robert Dawn, and I was born in London. I used to write this sentence countless times in my childhood years, and I remember Father desperately trying to teach me calligraphy. He was persistent as a teacher, yet always a caring father. When I grew up, I became a journalist, allowing me to escape his parental grasp to live a life of my own. A whole new world had opened itself up before me, and I took the leap without a moment's hesitation. Times were tough back then, yet I was enjoying every single moment my new life had to offer. It was then that I felt it for the first time. It is said that you only get one chance to live your life to the fullest and break free. But when my father passed away unexpectedly, he left behind insurmountable debts, thrusting me into the abyss. My zeal was tempered and my mind clouded. While cleaning up his personal belongings, old memories of him came back to me as if waking from a deep slumber. And as I touched the yellowed practice sheets, I wondered how long it had been since our writing sessions together. Underneath the sheets, I found an envelope, and inside it was a letter, faded with time, which I carefully unfolded. What was written inside shook me up completely. What I had considered to be my life, my whole existence, was shattered beyond recognition. That day, I lost everything. As if it had all been a part of a theatrical shadow play. According to this letter, I wasn't even born in London, but somewhere far from here. The unfamiliar postal stamp revealed at least that much. Frantically, I searched the attic, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't find anything else about my past. This letter must have been the only thing my father had kept. Perhaps he had secretly wished for me to find it after his passing, as if seeking redemption. Was I really looking for the origin of my story, or was I chasing a dream? A cheap excuse to abandon my old life in search of a challenge, something or somewhere to test my mettle. Just a few of the many questions that occupy my mind as this little boat rocked. drifting slowly towards my final destination. Oh. Okay. Yeah. You should have stayed home. Oh, one of those old cameras, right? Oh. Does it usually do that? Ah, that's a nasty wound. Ooh, that is nasty. A bit of wood, splinter wood straight through it. Yep. You're gonna need to pull that out, mate. Like, right now, you're gonna need to pull that out. Well then, here we go. WASD to move. I'm walking a bit slowly. Shift to sprint, okay. Now where am I going? I'm getting a Colat vibe from this. In the sense of, here's a map, explore it, and get terrified. Which I'm completely okay with. This game is on sale, by the way, 10% off on Steam right now if you want to check that out. There will quite possibly be a link in the description, of course, unless I completely forget. A bear trap in front of a door. What is life right now? Is anyone else getting an Amnesia vibe? Right, well there's a... I have health, which I just noticed. Are you just gonna, you're just gonna walk into this person's home and steal all their food, basically, right? Well, fine. Fine, be like that, you know? Just saying, if there's a monster out there to get us, it's your fault. The mining company had made me an offer on the house yesterday. I hear they need better access to the port, and I wish I could just take it and leave. But we don't have anywhere else to go. My parents are long past dead, and even if they weren't, the villagers up the hills are getting sick too. The bodies are piling up in the streets. This is the safest place we can be right now. It's a bit optimistic to assume they're dying of disease, isn't it? I burned the last of his possessions today, just as the doctor suggested. It's probably a disease. He told me that if I don't show any of the symptoms within a week, they will allow me to get back to my son. To get my son back, sorry. The postman told me the rumours he had heard about the sickness. The people said it came from the mines, although I doubt it originated there. Why do I not pick this up? Yeah, picking things up would be useful right now, I'm just saying. Okay, I can't hide under the bed, that's... You know, just noting. Some weird stuff has been happening lately, and I've been hearing strange noises at night. I locked the gate to the yard just in case. Oh, God, this is not what I needed to hear. There's a rather lengthy letter there. And some, what I assume are green beans, right? Or peas or something. Bear trap, right, we're not going to walk on that, but let's read the letter first. I must face reality. My husband is gone and we don't have enough money left to last another year. Now that winter is right around the corner, hey, winter is coming, and with the roof leaking, I will have to start the repairs this week. It won't get fixed by itself. With our eldest son, when our eldest son turns 12 next month, he'll be strong enough to help with picking olives this year. So, he's not strong enough right now, but in a month he will be. You better get in some really, really tough exercise routine is all I'm saying. After that, I'll have to figure something out. I just have to. Everything will be alright. We'll make it. Tough. Tough. There we go. Make sure I don't step on that. Tell you what, the number of bear traps in this place are somewhat disturbing. There's a counter down there to how many letters I found, isn't there? This is not a Slender type game, is it? Whereby collect 9 letters and avoid the monster while doing it. My apologies, the game crashed, so it may have something to do with the way I'm recording it, but essentially what I did was I read that letter and it said to use the, well, basically it said something about the cargo lift. If you pause the video, you know, a couple of seconds ago, you could read it yourself if you want to, but I just jumped on that and then down here, so we may proceed then. Warning, keep hands clear from machinery. Right then, our first puzzle game, I believe. Well, not puzzle game, our first puzzle, right? I lowered some of the graphics settings, like I said, the anti-aliasing and anastrophic filtering, and you can sort of see it like right there on the rope, but you know, in a YouTube video, it's not going to be that noticeable, I think. Yeah, I have a feeling that was put there in. Press left shift to sprint. Why would I sprint? Why would I? You're telling me to sprint. Why would I sprint? Is there something chasing me that I'm not aware of? Due to recent events, all operations at the mine and its accompanying facilities have been suspended indefinitely. Local residents are strongly encouraged to keep a safe distance until further notice. Trespassers will be shot. Now, trespassers will be prosecuted and will be dealt with harshly. You have been warned. Oh, pff, to that, I'm not going in there. You know things have gotten creepy when I started sneaking in the middle of nowhere. I mean... The game just straight up told me press left shift to sprint. Why would I sprint? Don't answer that, by the way. It's not a question that needs an answer right now, I don't think. Be gentle with the steam pressure. The cart's brakes often gets stuck. Use the pressure control to set the speed instead. There's only a few days left anyway. The administration ordered the sealing of our tunnels next week. We're going home, Mike. Somehow I don't think Mike made it home. And I just thought that steam barrel was a person. Wait. Oh, it's a bloody butterfly. Lovely. Can I turn these off, by the way? Oh dear. I can turn them off. Why is that a bad thing? Well... If you can turn them off, that means you're going to do a lot of hiding. And there's this thing again. Interesting. Right. Let's identify the elements of this puzzle, right? There's a lever there which doesn't do anything, probably because it needs some form of power. One would assume that I have to connect something over here, right? Ah, here we go. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Save the sprint for when you need it. Jumping also causes stamina to deplete. I'm not the biggest fan of this, no. Did I not turn enough of the valves? Or are we leaking steam somewhere? Leaking steam. Because it said be generous, that's why I'm, Oh, yep. I'm assuming that's why I need to sprint. No, it didn't blow up. It most certainly did not blow up. Well, yet. Go. Push little cart, right? Just like Overwatch and Team Fortress. Well then, let's go trespassing. I think I just heard a footstep. That, you know, wasn't mine. Can I just ask a question really quickly? Why am I doing this? What sort of person in their right mind does this? This is a bit of a spoiler, telekinesis pushball. Is there a light or something? Like, I don't know. Because I think I picked something up back there, but apparently it wasn't a... I can't move. Use the radio transmitter to save progress between autosaves. So there's no quick saving. Oh, I could go on a rant about why that's a horrible idea. Horrible idea. But at least there are autosaves, right? Though I haven't noticed any yet. It's a bit worrying. Dare I say it, do they lie about the autosaves? To get you in a sense of security. I haven't received my powers yet, which I apparently will, so let's hold out for that, I suppose? I don't know. I mean, hopefully I get my powers first, then the monsters start appearing and scaring the living bejesus out of me. And do I have to do... How clumsy am I, really, to break everything I touch? You know, or powerful, I suppose you could make the argument either way. I'm going to turn this light off. Are you mental? No, I'm terrified and... potentially paranoid. But that one I'm turning on. Because it's too dark here. Huh. But what lies beyond this door, we will have to find out in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this video, and tell me if you want to see more of this, or if you had enough. Please tell me you've had enough. Please, I don't want to play horror games. I'm kidding, of course. Yes, I'm going to do a couple more episodes of this at least, I think. And yeah, show support for this new series if you enjoyed. Until next time, take care and bye bye.